ready? We in the money. Body man. Hi YouTube and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about something that I've been through, something that I've overcome, and I just wanted to tell my story about everything and how it affected me and just my feelings the whole way through. So the condition that I have is PCOS, and honestly when I was first diagnosed with PCOS, I really didn't care. Like at first it was no periods, and I got diagnosed at 16. So at 16 you're like, no periods? Yay! I was pretty okay with not having a period, you know. There were other things like the weight gain and stuff, but honestly I wasn't eating healthy, so I really thought that it was just because I was stopping at McDonald's for French fries every day after school. I didn't know that it was because my body couldn't handle certain things, or maybe if I knew certain things or at the age cared to know these things, maybe I could have prevented a lot of things that have happened to me. I'm 16 years old, no periods, happy as a lamb. It really didn't bother me that I had PCOS. I got married at a very, very young age. And I guess when you think of marriage at the time, you would think of children and household. And the reason I put, those things is because that's not what really all that a marriage is about. Yes, it's a great picture, but it's not all that marriage was about. But I guess at that age you think, okay, you're married, so children should come. And that's when it hit me like a ton of bricks. In order for you to have a baby, YouTube, you kind of have to have a period and ovulate. And I was like, oh, this is how the condition affects me now. Yeah. So then I wasn't having a period. I was having probably one period a year. And then if I did have a period, I would literally have like 3 months needing a blood transfusion kind of period. Or I was having little to nothing, and then even if I did have that one time a year period, I would check later on, after getting educated about the condition, I would check for ovulation, and then I wasn't ovulating. So it was like, darn, like I couldn't win. It was just like a bummer all the time. And I remember it wasn't really that I couldn't have children, even though the doctors told me like physically that it is going to be harder for me to have children, but it wasn't that killed me, honestly. Everyone kept asking me, oh, so when are the babies coming? Oh, is something not working? Oh, it was just, that was what's killing me. Constantly, they didn't even understand what I was going through because it was none of their business at the time, because I'm trying to figure out what I am going through, much less, trying to explain to them. And I'm not going to be like, oh, I have PCOS and that's why, and I'm not going to be like that. So it was kind of like, oh, you're married now, where's the house, where's the babies, where's and I'm like, you guys leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. I'm already stressing myself out about what my body was created to do. Like, I'm a woman. You think, okay, you don't have sex because your mother tells you that if you have sex, you're gonna have a baby. So you're like, leave me alone. I don't want your creamer. Don't even look at me because I'm gonna get pregnant. And then here you are, reality hits, and it doesn't work that way. Something hit me, and I kind of never understood what depression was, because I really thought it was something you can snap out of. And then I was actually devastated. I was devastated because you think that your body is made to create, you're a woman and women have babies. And I'm like, I have a messed up body. Like, I felt like I was a defective woman, It's not a nice feeling when you're created to do something and you're unable to. And then here I am pressured because I'm married and my husband wants children, and it didn't matter what I did, I wasn't able to give him that. It was the worst feeling ever. It was the most devastating time of my life, and frustrating, because you think that if you do A, B, and C in anything, like that's what life teaches you, right? If you work hard and you follow this and you follow that, then you reach your goal if you really try. But in this case, it didn't work that way. So then that's when I was like, Lord, hear my prayer. But I have to tell you how he works in a mysterious way. Let me tell you. So here I am praying for years, 8 years, not being able to conceive, right? And then I'm like, God, why? Why are you putting me through this? And then you feel like, God, are you not hearing my prayers? But I'm grateful for the personality I had, because literally, if a child was over there and the child said, God heard my prayers, I'd be like, sorry to disturb you. Can you tell him that I'm still waiting on mine? If a pastor was preaching and he said, you heard the word of God, I'd be like, stop the congregation. My bad. Can you tell him that Therese Samantha Chan Fat Destin said that she sent you notifications and everything, and maybe you didn't see it? If he can check that for me, yeah, since he's listening to you, so can you just tell him to kind of hear me? Like, I was that. If a woman said that she has healing hands, I'll be the first one in line. I'll be like, yeah, right here, healing hands, right here. I literally did that with everyone. So I think the reason why it maybe was a bigger thing to me is because some people dreamed of them being actresses, and some people dream of themselves being doctors. All I ever saw, honestly, was a little girl. That's all I ever saw. So I think that's why it was more devastating for me, because my dream was to be a mother. So here I am, people want to be singers and they want to be actresses. And all I wanted was to be a mom. And my body couldn't do that. On my search to try and figure out where to go with this, I was first placed on metformin. So I was determined to figure this out. So that's when I started educating myself, and then I started asking the doctor questions. I started looking it up. I started my research, and I was like, this is not gonna be what's gonna happen to me. I am gonna have my baby. Do you see the faith happening now? The faith? Yeah, because I am claiming it. I am gonna have my children. I will not get, this dream will not be stolen from me. That was just, I was in it now. The birth control was very good as far as regulating my period. So I was very grateful for that. But then I was, with the birth control, what happened is that I was just blowing up because it wasn't really fixing the problem as far as my hormone imbalances. I guess it was just like a kind of like a mask for me. Like it just was like a mask. It didn't really fix anything. So I eventually came off of that, because if I want a baby, yeah, I'm trying to get a period, but then they don't go hand in hand. So I guess they were looking at my age, like who wants a baby in their 20s, maybe, I don't know. But they weren't looking at my situation. Like, I'm married, I want children. So I guess they placed me on birth control, and yeah, I'm regulated, but then, birth control. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. So then I actually, after everything, after years, I looked into in vitro, and I actually did IVF. I did IVF, and I got pregnant, guys. I was so excited. I was over the moon. I was so grateful. It was everything that I wanted to be. And I lost that baby. The way my mind worked was like, oh my God, I lost a baby. Oh my God, I can have a baby. It was kind of one of those. It's not our will, it's what God wants. So we purchased this home, and we were so young. We purchased this big house for our age, like we were in our early 20s. And we had all this room, and everyone was like, why are you getting a house? There's no one to fill the rooms. They were just empty. So we looked into actually fostering children, because I had all this love in my heart to give to the world, And as soon as we went to the classes, guys, and I remember being on the toilet. It's so funny. Yes, I know, but this is the truth. So it gotta be where it really was. And I remember sitting down and I was like, God, why have you forsaken me? Mind you, for years I've kept this positive attitude, guys, this positive attitude. And I remember that feeling of defeat. I will never forget it. It's always in the bathroom, ain't it? I was in the bathroom and I was just sitting on the toilet and I was like, God, why haven't you heard me? Like, why haven't you heard me? I've done everything. I've put my leg up. And I've done what the doctor said every other day, have sex every other day. I've done everything, you know, that you've told me to do. Why have you forsaken me? And guys, when I'm having this conversation with God, I was a month pregnant and I didn't even know it. He already granted me my wish just when I was about to crack. And I remember it so clear because here I am saying, God, why have you forsaken me? Why did you leave me? When in that moment, he's like, baby girl, I didn't leave you. You did it. We did it. You're here. You just don't know it yet. It's just like these memes and stuff that I see. It's like right when you're ready to crack and give up, just push yourself a little bit further because it's right there. Your blessing is right there. And that's what happened to me. I was pregnant with my first son and I was just so excited. Now, yes, I still have PCOS. I guess after the first pregnancy, the others came because I wasn't anticipating it. So even though it took years for the other pregnancies, because I never went on birth control. So yes, normal people, as soon as they push out a baby, they'll get pregnant, but I have PCOS. So they came 2 years apart, you know? But I guess not having a baby, those 2 years would be devastating because you're anticipating something. But because I already had a blessing, I was so busy that when the other one came, I was like, oh, wait, say what now? And then I was so busy with the two of them, like, and then when the other one came, I was like, whoo! Say what now, doc? What you said? What birth control you said? What's the referral? So I just wanted to say my story with you. I wanted you to know that there is hope. Faith without work is dead. So yes, I had the faith, and this is basically the faith video, but we got to put in the work. So we'll go through the work. But I just wanted to tell you to hang on. Your dream is coming. Have the faith. Don't give up. And it's gonna happen. And if you ever hear a little boy say, God hears my prayer, say, excuse me, little boy. What you said? Come here. Touch my hand. Tell God that I'm still waiting on my baby. Yes. Anybody. They'll be like, say what now? Oh, God sent a message to you? Excuse me. Yeah. I'm still waiting on that baby. So keep the faith, keep going. Babies, sperm. Yes, babies, babies. I love you guys. Please subscribe, press the notification.